Morning everyone. I'm just Philip Kambuwa, your reporter for today, and my topic is all about research procedure. When we say research procedure, this is the procedure no, sa pagkakandak ng research. Dapat kailangan naka-align siya. So, a research procedure outlines the steps and methods used to conduct a study or experiment. It ensures the research is systematic, organized, and reproducible below the general steps in a research procedure. So first is identify the research problem. So when it comes to research problem, kailangan natin mag-research or mapiga yung utak natin na maghanap ng title sa defense. So define the issue or question you want to investigate and clearly state the objective of your research. So kailangan sa pagka-identify ng problem dito, kumbaga yung title mo ay naka-align sa problema ng schools or kumbaga kung saan ka mag-research. So, review the literature. So, conduct a comprehensive review of existing research related to your topic. So, when it comes naman sa review of literature is, kumbaga, read para magkaroon ka ng comprehensive RRL, no? So, dito sa review of the literature is napakalagay ito sa research, no? Kailangan magbasa ka, mag-research ka na mag-research para magkaroon ng magandang RRL. So, dito naman sa formulate hypothesis of or research question. Dito sa formulate hypothesis, meron ditong two parts which is the quantitative research or the qualitative research. Dito sa hypothesis is kailangan to sa research na mahalaga nito. Kumbaga, problem or group, dito pag di-differentiate natin. Kumbaga, papasok dito yung null hypothesis. So, null hypothesis and alternative hypothesis. So, when it comes to null hypothesis, it refers that, kumbaga, when it two groups, walang differentiate sa kanilang dalawa. And then, when it becomes to naman sa alternative hypothesis, merong differences sa kanila. O kumbaga, pag kinompare mo yung dalawang grupo, sa kabila which is weight and height, merong differences sa kanilang dalawa. So, design the study. Ito yung research design na makikita sa chapter 3. So, decided on the research design or experimental descriptive correlational. So, pag sinabi naman natin research design is one example of research design. Kumbaga, ito yung kumbaga sa title ng yung research design. We see the research design is kung sabi nga matatagpuan sa chapter 3. So, sa first paragraph ng yung research design is introduce mo na dito kumbaga kung ano yung research design na ginamit mo. Kumbaga, for example, this study is used the experimental research design, particularly the pre-test and post-test. So, kumbaga, naka-align pa rin siya sa topic mo. Kumbaga, yung topic namin is sa purpose. Dito sa research design, i-align mo pa rin yung sa first paragraph ng iyong research design. So, third, select the population and sample. So, dito naman sa, when it becomes to population, kumbaga, focus tayo dito sa Asbury, no? Sa Asbury, there are 1,000 population students in Asbury College. So, sa sample naman, ito yung selected respondents mo sa research. Like for example, in Asbury College, there are 1,000 students, no? So, exactly, the respondents mo, which is the sample, no? Kumbaga, 50 respondents doon sa purpose na kanandak mong title. Yung 50 students na yun yung magiging sample niya. No? Kumbaga, select a sample using appropriate sampling method. Dito yung kumbaga yung tawag doon, questionnaire. Pagkakandak ka ng questionnaire. So, choose data collection method. So, dito naman sa choose data collection method, ito yung proper, no? survey, interviews, observation, and experiments. Dito sa data collection method, mahalaga din ito kasi the data collection is the way data collection into our research. The best example is yung questionnaire. Yung pagkasunod niya din questionnaire, kumbaga, gagamitan mo siya ng hands-on questionnaire, kumbaga yung, ano tawag doon? Hands-on. Like in other hand, mayroon din isa na, kumbaga, interview questionnaire.
Survey.
Survey forms, yung mga ginagamit. Something like that. So, collect data. Administer the data collection instruments to your sample. Ensure data collected is consistently and critically. So dito ba naman, for example, quantitative yung research mo. So, magpo-focus ka sa hands-on questionnaire. Like for example, yung ano tawag doon? Yung hands-on questionnaire, like in other hand, yun nga, yung interview or online questionnaire. So, analyze data. Use statistical tools for qualitative data, SPSS. Ito yung mga Excel or mga ginagamit sa pag-statistician, no? Dito sa college kasi, pag sa college na tayo, di ba? Madalas, hindi na tayo pinapayagan na kumuha ng statistician kasi kumbaga, mas kwan na yun high knowledge na yung meron tayo. Kumbaga, kumpara sa mga high school na pinapayagan sila na magkaroon ng statistician. Dito din naka-highlight yung kwan, magpo-focus yung mga panelists natin sa computation. O kumbaga, kung meron bang doon sa computation yung statistician doon, kailangan sa ulado niya, tama yung mga pinagsusulat-sulat niya doon, ang pinag-compute niya doon. So, use coding and thematic analysis for qualitative data. And interpret the data in relation to your research question or hypothesis. Next, report results. Present finding and structured format or introduction, methods, result, discussion, and use tables, graphs, and figures to summarize data or discuss the implications of the findings. Dito naman sa report's result, dito na yung result ng panyo, research nyo, patapos na Kumbaga kung ano yung kabuuan ng research, dito na yun. So, draw conclusion and make recommendation. Relate findings to the original research question or hypothesis. Suggest for the research or practical application based on your result. Dito nga yung sa output na, no, kumbaga kung ano yung magandang results ng iyong research na pinag-aralan o kumbaga kung ano yung mga magandang benefits sa schools. So lastly, ensure reliability and validity. So dito naman, kailangan ma-ensure natin yung data na kinukulik natin is angkop or valid siya sa research na kinandak natin. So, and discuss limitation and potential bias in your study. That's all. Thank you.